What's cracking? This is JJ Peters from Deez Nuts, and you're listening to K103.
You're here in Gothenburg on the tour. How's the tour been so far?
The tour's been awesome, man. Yeah, we're like nearly a month deep. We did mainland Europe leg, and then we did a UK leg, and then we're back to the mainland. Well, part of the mainland. And yeah, Gothenburg today, and then tomorrow, I forget the name of the town, but somewhere else in Sweden. And then a few more shows, and then we go to Australia for a 3-week tour with Amity Affliction, Architects, Straight from the Path, someone else. So yeah, busy boys, but the tour's been great.
Last time I saw you here in Sweden was back in 2007.
Was that with Jordan Myers and More Than Life?
No, it was with Bleeding Through.
Oh shit! So it was with Prom Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, played bass in Prom Queen.
Yeah. And since then you have left the band. How did you come to that decision?
Because Prom Queen went on hiatus for quite some time.
Yep. And
in that time, Deez Nuts became my full-time thing. And then when Prom Queen became a full-time thing again, because Jonah left Bring It to Horizon, and he wanted to take it 100% of the year, I did a year like that, and I was on tour for an entire year and didn't see my family once for the whole year. And it was just too much, man. Like, you need some time off. Like, any time that I wasn't on tour with Deez Nuts, I was on tour with Prom Queen. Like, you need some time to, to live your life. So I had to make my choice. And at that point in time, I'd been more, let me just turn this up real quick. At that point in time, DM was, I've been putting more into that for a longer time. So, and I felt like I'd done as much as I needed to do with Prom Queen. I'd done that for close to 10 years, so I'd done everything I wanted to do with that band. So I decided to pick and choose, and I chose DM.
What to you is the biggest difference between Prom Queen and Deez Nuts? And do you feel like you could do stuff more freely with this band?
Well, yeah, because at the start of it, I had complete control of this band, because it was just me writing and recording everything for the first 3 albums. And just had a rotating lineup, and then in recent times I've had a solid lineup, and then we've recorded and wrote the last album together. But yeah, there's just more freedom for me in this band, and I'm proud of everything that I did in Prom Queen, but I was never really a huge metalhead. I did grow up listening to metal as well as a lot of other stuff, but straight up hardcore and hip hop and stuff like that is kind of more where I'm rooted as far as writing music goes. So this to me is more natural. I never considered myself a drummer. Even though I played drums for a long time, I would watch other drummers play and be like, "Fuck, that dude's really good." But I just felt like I just kind of just got by. You know what I mean? Whereas in this band, I feel comfortable as a frontman. So.
You released your latest album last year, which had a few guests on it.
Yeah.
How did you come to your conclusion? Yeah.
Well, we always have apart from just guest vocals and guest guitar solos and whatever, we only ever work with friends producers, photographers, designers. We only ever work with friends. We only ever try and tour with friends. That's something that's very strong to us. So when it comes to having guests on the album, all those people are our boys. It's not someone that we're oh, let's pay this dude to get on the album. It's we only fuck with people that are friends of ours. And so when we did the album, we didn't have an intention to get those people before writing the songs, but if we'd write a song and be this song would suit blah 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 perfectly, like Band of Brothers, for example, we had the acoustic intro, and I was fuck, I don't have a singing voice, but Sam has an amazing singing voice, so we contacted Sam from Architects and rang him up, yo, can you get in the studio and record this part? And he did it, and the same with all the other parts, yo, Freddie Madden would kill it on this part, hit him up, can you do it? Yep, no problem. Same with everyone that was on there. So it's just a matter of just if a certain part sounded like it needed that person on it, we asked them and they all said yes, so it worked out perfectly.
Was there anyone that did not work?
That we asked that said no?
Yeah.
The only person that he didn't say no, but Justice from Trapped Under Ice was supposed to be on Streets is Watching, but he couldn't get studio time. and yeah, we ended up getting John Blake, who absolutely destroyed that song. Like he's like just in a good way. Like he killed it. Like I was like, he's probably one of my favorite features on the album because I didn't know he was going to come at it like that way. I thought he was going to do his On Broken Wings vocals, but he did like a rap part, and I love his feature so much, so that was cool. But also Skinhead Rob from Transplants was going to do a guest spot as well on Go Fuck Yourself, but once again he couldn't get the studio time, so hopefully we can get either of them to work on some shit with us in the future.
What's the biggest change for you in the music industry as a full-time musician over the past years? Especially with this band that you have noticed.
Everything, like this shit changes constantly, man. Like industry shit changes all the time, but like I don't know. For me, you just like nothing's changed for us as far as how we operate. Like we're still like no matter what people think about us, we're like a DIY band, and we always have been, and we always will be. And even if we work with like major labels and whatever, like we will always have full creative control, and we run our own shit, and we've been doing this for long enough, and we know that we build ourselves from the ground up, and people can't take that from us. Like we only had an album out in Europe for the first time, like with this last album. None of our old shit was even available here, but we were already headlining festivals in Europe without like a single album available in Europe. So like the industry has changed a lot, but it hasn't changed how we operate. You know?
Yeah, that was everything.
That's everything?
Yep.
Okay, cool.